forget the negative stuff. They just beat Bill Belichick.
They did. They beat Bill Belichick, but they didn't beat Tom Brady.
They beat Bill Belichick.
No, who cares? Unbeatable Bill is very beatable without Tom Brady, and that is conclusive. Every single statistic, and I went in and found them all. Every single statistic that says beating Bill Belichick with Tom Brady ain't that hard, because it ain't that hard because everybody does it. But they did win in a place they hadn't won in a long time. Zeke Elliott looked great. The receivers looked great. They just had some really random plays that went against them in crucial areas of the field. Turnover to the end zone. Cedric Wilson.
Officials.
Okay, are we going to do that?
I'm just saying.
Are we going to do that? How about
We're
the
not
coach?
doing anything. I'm just
How
saying
about
that
the
they had
coach?
to
What is
overcome.
Mike McCarthy's deal?
Can you believe how many yards they had? And they got all those yards because they were in 3rd and 25 and 2nd and 20 and 1st and 25 throughout the whole game. The first half of the game, there was a time when the Cowboys had 7 penalties for like 70 yards. Patriots had none.
Yep.
Okay. None.
No, I mean it was laughable how imbalanced it was. I mean that's like an NBA
it was just
game.
so imbalanced. They were just so perfect in blocking, and the Cowboys they were holding Randy Gregory the whole game. It was what it was. But again, the statistics say the game was lopsided. Obviously, the final score says differently. But you look at the numbers. Dak Prescott threw for the most yards ever against the Bill Belichick coach team. The offense accounted for the most yards ever against Bill Belichick since he started coaching 27 years ago. 567 yards total offense. They stopped the run early. Dak had to throw. At the end of the game, they were running and passing pretty much at will. It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, and you know what? I thought about this a lot. What's so impressive about that performance offensively, if you can, and I hate this, if you can do away with the turnovers, which you can't, they all count. But you think about during that run of 20 years that New England had under Brady and Belichick, the fact that the Cowboys ran up those kinds of offensive numbers in passing statistics against a team that for 20 years was in a comfortable lead against some good quarterbacks who always, and you and I both know.
And Brady doesn't play defense. And Belichick, his calling card is defense.
Right. And the thing that blows me away about that statistic is that you think about all of the garbage stats NFL quarterbacks compile when they're down 10, 14 points in the second half, and they're just throwing it everywhere because defenses are giving you that yardage. For the Cowboys to come up with those types of numbers is incredible. I mean, because just compared to what Belichick's defenses have normally done, because they've been playing with leads and they're still getting guys out on 3rd down, but they obviously done Sunday. That's one of the more impressive offensive performances I've certainly ever seen.
I mean,
Clarence, you've seen some good ones. Can you think of one any better than that?
Well, I mean, after everything they had done, and Connor Williams, my Texas guy, has a hold. And this is after they converted a 4th and 4.
I know.
Okay, the 4th and 4, the catch by CeeDee Lamb, that was just. Cedric Wilson was amazing. They converted the 4. I mean, like they felt they could do anything, and they converted the 4th and 4, and then you get a hold and an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. You're 3rd and 25. The game was over.
Yep.
And then Dak just go back there and throw the 24-yard pass to CeeDee Lamb, the same pass he threw against the Tampa Bay game that Lamb dropped that went for interception that he should have caught in that game. Yep. He caught the pass this time. They converted the first. They kicked the field goal, go into overtime and win the game on a game winner by CeeDee. But to have to a 3rd and 25, you don't practice that.
No, and I'll tell you the thing that amazed me about that play, that particular play, you don't complete 3rd and 25s against 2 deep safeties and all that. Right. You just don't, and they did it. And the part that's impressed me so much is how easy they made it look. That looked like pitch and catch. That did. That looked like just a college game between a really dominant college tandem, quarterback receiver, and just some middling, Sun Belt team. That's how easy they made that play look.
And just like the game winner, most of the game, Belichick, I'm going to stop the run. I'm an old school football coach. We're not going to let you run on us. So the game winner, the Cowboys are driving that. Well, Dak is 5 for 5. They're basically got everybody up at the line to stop the run to prevent a field goal.
Right.
Okay. CeeDee Lamb is got one-on-one coverage, running wide open down the field because they're stopping the run.
Look how open he was. I mean, look how open he was. That defensive back was.
Because they're stopping the run.
Right, because they're stopping the run.